know, then come in and meet her. Our next guest is Brittany Sue, and Brittany Sue is a purebred Schnauzer, and she was not getting along with the other dog, no hospitalizations or injuries, nothing like that, and she was having house training accidents. So a lot of times when people give up a dog for behavior reasons like that, it can stand in the way of them getting a new home, but it shouldn't, because I have two dogs at home, and Randy has lived with two dogs off and on many times because of family bringing their dogs home. And it is something you have to work on. You know, there's just like having two kids. Sometimes they get in a fight and one of them hauls off and punches the other one, and then you have to do what you have to do, ground them, separate them, set boundaries for them, reinforce better behavior. When there's no real injuries, it's just, you know, part of dogs living together. So that's something that can be worked out. But the other thing about her house training failures is that she's 11 years old. So she's a beautiful little dog, and definitely is gonna, you know, need some place to live out her time and make someone very happy. But when an older dog who has been house trained has accidents, then it should absolutely trigger you to talk to your vet and make sure there's not something you need to do for her. Sometimes it's a change of diet. Sometimes they could have a bladder infection. There are many reasons that that could happen. And if she was never house trained during that time, then that's an easy fix because that's really on the owner. There's no adult dog that doesn't have medical problems that can't learn to go to the bathroom outside. So sometimes we get these histories on dogs, and it's amazing to think that after this number of years, someone would give up a dog for two things that we consider normal. But it is also the case that we have so much experience with dogs that we have an expectation level that is very different from the average pet owner. We see problems like house training and not getting along with another dog as something we deal with every day. So we don't see that as insurmountable at all. And there are lots of people who have always wanted a little Schnauzer, and she's so pretty, I think, and mellow and sweet. She's going to make somebody really happy. So if you think this beautiful little girl would make a good match for you, let us know. One thing to consider is if you're not a groomer, which most people are not, just put that in your budget. She's going to need to have attention to her beautiful hair periodically.